Hello, everyone. Today we have a very special guest, Jonathan Crooks, a well known and successful lit RPG author. Welcome, Jonathan.
Thank you.
So let's start at the very beginning, Jonathan. As a kid, did you ever dream of becoming an author someday?
No, not really. I never actually wrote anything until I wrote my first book, but I was an avid reader. I was one of those kids who just read, 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 read. I had bookshelves full of books at home. I went to like used bookstores. I bought hundreds of different books because I just couldn't get enough. And then once I read some lit RPG and dungeon core stories, I was like, "This is awesome." And then I read everything I could get my hands on, and I couldn't find the story I wanted to read. So I was like, I'm just gonna write it. And so I had never written anything before. So I was like, I just used my knowledge of, all the reading because I read a lot. I was pretty good at English and is like, just trying to like the language and, writing that way. But I'd never written a story before. So it was kind of a unique experience to try to get that done, my first book, and it turned out well. So and I just kept going.
That's cool. So, when was that your first book?
I published it near the end of 2017, so almost 8 years ago. Yeah,
Cool. That's a cool story. I mean,
thank you.
I've been dreaming about being an author for all my life and I never got around to doing it. But yeah, that's so cool. I mean, and now writing what you love to read is even better.
Yes, it really helps that I love the genre. I love the material. I'm excited to go to work every day to just write.
Oh, that's great.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay, and if you could step into any fictional universe right now, whether it's one of your own creations or from another author, where would you go and what role would you play there?
Let's see. I'd probably go into the universe where my um holiday dungeon core stories take place, mainly because I love decorating for like Halloween and Christmas. And so I would love to visit the the dungeon that I kind of set up there where my main character set that up. And also a lot of the other stories, other universes that you kind of find in lit RPG. If you die, that's it. So in this fictional universe I made with my holiday dungeon core, if you die, you can get resurrected. At like a temple like place. So I like the thought that even if you die in a dungeon, that's not it. So I kind of like that. And also, as far as what I would be, I'd be a support. I love healers. I love the support role. That's what I always played in like games and stuff like that. Whenever I could, like MMORPGs, I was always a healer. I was always the support, and that's kind of the role I enjoy. I'm not the one to go onto the front lines to be a tank or anything like that. So I
Oh,
like being better.
That's cool. Me too. And that's exactly the fact I like most about those virtual worlds that you can get resurrected and it feels it feels like so cool.
Yes. Yeah, I like that ability there.
Yeah. I would love to be live like that.
Yes, even better.
Yeah, that would be even better. But yeah, cool fact about your books then.
Yeah.
yes, and Halloween in the USA is much bigger than in German. So where you have to or you can be a lot of characters. Which characters have you been?
I usually I like uh dressing up as like dragons. Like we have these inflatable dragon costumes. I like dragons. I like um just anything that's like big. Like I have this big
Okay.
bear costume. This bear costume is like 9 feet tall, and it's like inflatable kind of thing. So yeah, I love kind of the bigger costumes.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's continue. Speaking of stories, have you ever imagined one of your series being adapted for TV or film?
Yeah. I love horror stories. I like horror movies, I should say. I don't read too many like horror books and stuff like that, but I love horror stories and paranormal stories. And so I wrote a book called or series called Spirit Core. And it's about like the serial killer. He gets sent back from hell to haunt innocent people and kill them with their fear. It's a villain story. So I would love to see something like that, be adapted to an actual, like, horror movie. I
Okay.
think the thought behind it is I made it so it's like a video game that he has to, like, build the fear up like he's gaining levels and stuff like that. So, I'd love to be able to see that adapted to, like, a movie.
Uh-huh. And
I
have
think that
there
would be a
been
lot of
any
fun.
inquiries here?
No, not yet,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Hopefully one day, but I have had some interest in my dungeon crafting series. Uh, just some talks into like an anime.
Okay.
Try to get like that to kind of get started on that. No, nothing ever came of it, but
Oh,
it was
okay.
an interesting thought to you know kind of think about trying to adapt those for like an anime.
Yeah, and there the protagonist is a woman.
Well, I'm
It's
sorry, what was that?
the protagonist is a woman.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, she
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tiandra, I love
Right.
of her. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You don't see it as much, and I'd love to be able to see. I love like female main characters. You just don't see it enough in like the genre, and I love being able to look at it from a different perspective.
Mm. Yeah, and we have a wonderful narrator for this, Sarah Etscheid.
Yes.
Yeah, we are very, very excited. What's going on there?
Oh, good, good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that going because I love that's like one of my favorite uh
Oh.
series that I wrote because I love crafting. And I think it just kind of all came together and it worked really, really well.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Now,
imagine that. The crafting is the best thing, I guess, about writing, isn't it?
Yes, yes. I love the writing and with like crafting like stories, I love doing the research for it,
Okay.
because I knew some stuff, but I learned so much more, doing the research for the books than I ever thought possible, so it's been amazing.
okay.
Cool.
Okay. Now picture this. We suddenly become characters in one of your books. You can pick one ability or superpower. Which would you choose and why?
I'd probably be if I couldn't be a healer, because that's kind of like a class, but like an ability, I'd probably say a super crafting ability, something like
Mhm.
enchanting. I really love the ideas of putting things together, runes or formations or some sort of things together. So I'd love to have some sort of um, like enchanting fusion ability to just make something out of nothing, essentially. Because I love the thoughts that you don't need necessarily like materials, like blacksmithing or something like that. So I love the idea that you can make something out of nothing, like I said, and just using your own knowledge. So that's kind of the ability I would love. I mean, some people might like, oh, I'd love to fly, or I'd love to have super strength, but I think again the whole support thing. I like the support role. So I think the enchanting, using magic in that way,
Mm.
is something that I would love to be able to do.
Okay. But
Interesting.
is there a funny or surprising fact about you that your fans might not know yet?
A surprising fact about me?
Funny, yes.
Yeah, let's see. I really love claw machines. So like in the arcade, I love claw machines and I love trying to win little stuffed animals from the claws. And also in the arcade, I love like ticket games,
Okay.
and collecting all those things to like turn into prizes. It's just something I really love.
That's cool. We don't
Yeah.
have it so much over here, but that I know those things and they're pretty funny.
Yes. Yeah, I love those. Whenever I can get a chance to go, I love going, especially with my daughter. We love playing games and stuff like that. So, lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, and when you're not writing, do you personally prefer curling up with a good book, listening to audiobooks, or relaxing with a movie?
I love reading. I read every
Mhm.
day as much as I can. So haven't stopped since I started writing. I probably even read more than I used to. So I love reading, but I love playing games as well. So I play games like on Steam, like on my computer. I used to be a real big console gamer, but not as much anymore since I started writing. Since I do a lot of my stuff on the computer now, I do a lot more computer, PC, Steam games. So I do that. I love watching movies as well. Like I said, I like horror movies. I love anything that, action movies, that kind of stuff. So I love combining them. So I'll watch the movie while I'm playing games sometimes. So do as much as I can. But yeah, that's usually what I like to do.
Can you recommend a movie you really, really love?
Well, let's see. I really like the Paranormal Activity movies because those were kind of the inspiration for like my little SpareCore series, but it was more. I love the kind of um, handheld camera kind of angles, like Blair Witch Project. And yeah, yeah, I love found footage. I think they call it. So I love those kind of movies. So Paranormal Activity is kind of like one of my favorite horror type movies.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. The Blair Witch Project was so successful over here. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
yes, it was. They had the best kind of marketing. It was like there was the hype even before the movie was available. So that was from a marketing standpoint, that was really very well done.
Nice. Yeah, I think it did really well. I know people are like, "Oh, I can't watch the whole ham cam. It's too shaky," but I love that kind of stuff. It just makes more.
Yeah, you get used to it, don't you?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever written a scene so wild or intense that you thought, okay, now I've completely lost it?
Yeah. It's when I was writing my Dungeon Fairy series. I took a U-turn in where I thought I wanted it to go, and I introduced a character from a whole other series. I have my Station Core series, and that eventually led me to kind of combine the series into like a whole crossover. But at the time, it was so wild because it was like, "Where did this just come from?" And I wasn't expecting it because I'm a bit more of a, what they call a pantser. So, fly by the seat of your pants, as far as writing. I plot out kinda ideally where I want the story to go, but, sometimes stuff just happens, and I just gotta write it. It's like, "Oh, what if this just happened?" And
Mhm.
sometimes my whole plan just goes out the window because I didn't
Uh,
expect something like that
that's
to
the
happen.
best thing always.
Yeah, yeah, so I just kinda go with it. I'm like, "Well, I already have this plan in place, but this seems like it would be much better." So I kinda have to, just go that direction. So that was really wild for me to to break off from what my plan was, and it just
Mhm.
came out of nowhere, both in the story and also just in my writing. So it worked out, I think. So
Yeah. I mean, I love those crossovers. I think it's the best. If you're in one universe and then you get to get a crossover, that's just the best.
yes, I had a lot of fun with that, but it was difficult trying to cross over 4 different series, because they were all different universes, they had all different systems, so it was a little difficult to get them to work together because they really shouldn't have, but it was a lot of fun, and even if it was difficult, being able to introduce all 4 of the main characters from those stories, so that they could
And very complex.
yeah, yeah. So they could save the universe kind of thing. So, but it was a lot of fun.
Uh,
Very cool.
Yeah.
okay. If you could look into the future and have just one question about yourself answered, what would it be?
Let's see, probably whether or not uh I would I'll finish my Time Core series. I put it on hiatus for the moment while I kind of shifted from just doing a lot of dungeon core that was lit RPG as well, but I shifted from dungeon core to just lit RPGs, doing like the Fusionist, and then I started with like my Earth and Contender series, um, and then I even started another one, my Retrogression Keeper series. So I shifted away from that. So um, I'd love to get back to that at some point, but as of now, I don't know. So I'd love to know in the future whether or not I actually get back to that. Because I would love to finish it, but um, shifting gears to do that again is I can't even. I'm just going full speed ahead on these other ones. So I'm trying to figure out if I can or when I will be able to do that.
Mm, okay.
Hey. So, have you got a schedule when writing? Are you getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning and writing until 5 a.m. or?
I usually get up around like 6 to 6:30 or so. A little bit early now that my daughter's in school because I kind of see her off. And then I work till about 3 to 4. So I start work about 7 or so, 7:30. And then I work till about 3 or 4. And then I usually work again from about 7:30 at night till about 9:30. Sometimes I have more thoughts later in the day, like at night, than I do during the day. So I like to kind of split it up a little bit, but I usually work about nine, a good 9 to 10 hours a day, writing or doing something related to that. So I take a break in between, but usually it's about that much. And that's usually Monday through Friday, and I also work on Sundays, but usually only like
Yes.
5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
And I take Saturdays off, so I'm like Saturdays are always off.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it figures that you need to be structured and you need to be like, yeah, uh, some kind of person who is striving to do something. So
yes,
because you wouldn't have had or you wouldn't have written so many books if you weren't like if you were like, okay, I'll get up and let's see what the day brings. I think
yes.
that you were kind of very, yeah, driven.
Yes, yeah, I have a pretty good routine, kind of structure to my day. Occasionally it changes depending on what's going on. But most of the time I try to keep the same type of schedule. And then I usually take some time off after every book. So I take like
Oh,
3 or 4 days or maybe in the whole week off.
yeah.
And then I get started on the next one.
Wow.
Okay, just 1 week.
Yeah, I know. But usually I finish a book every 6 to 7 weeks.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's amazing.
It's
Oh
like
my
school
gosh.
holidays.
Yeah. Yeah. I take some holidays, I take holidays off and stuff like that. But when I actually do take some days off, it feels good after a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we want to know more about you. What would you do if you were completely invisible for a day?
Let's see. I would probably be bad. I'd probably rob a bank as I could. Um, I'm not sure. If yeah, probably do something like that, or go to Vegas and manipulate some of the games there somehow, where they couldn't see me. You know, I think I'd be more in the money making mood than trying to do anything too sinister, being invisible. Yeah.
I myself could imagine speeding, and then if you get taken a picture of yourself, you wouldn't be in the car. That would be so much fun for the pination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to try that.
Yes. That would be the way to do it. If you're gonna speed, don't be there.
Yeah, and they can never like give you proof that it was you driving the car, and yeah, you cannot be blamed, I guess.
True.
Even if it was your car, or maybe I would rob a sports car somewhere, sneak it, rob it, and then speed.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you're
Can-
thinking. Now you're thinking.
Yeah, it's getting better the longer you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's the weirdest pen mail or message you've ever received, and did it secretly make your day?
Yeah, I think the weirdest one was I got a message, I think on Facebook from this mother of an 8-year-old who really hated um reading, but once she introduced uh the boy, 8-year-old, to some of my books, he just loved them. And now and then it was kind of weird because she was saying that uh he was starting to use some language that he probably shouldn't at 8 years old. I don't have a lot of language in my books, so sometimes I have a couple words, but so that was a little bit weird. So she was like, I love being able to introduce him to your books, but I'm not happy that he's using this language now. I'm like, well, I'm so sorry about that, but I usually have some warnings on at my work, so that but she just didn't even think about it. Like my Station Core series, the AI guide to the Dungeon Core uses language like nothing else. So, and unfortunately, that was the one that she had her 8-year-old read, but he loved it, and I think it was like, oops, but I'm glad he's reading. So
Yeah. Definitely. I think that's worth more that you've got an 8-year-old to read than
yes.
yeah, preventing him from using language because they will start anyway.
They will, unfortunately. Nowadays, they see it all the time. Can't really stop it. But yeah, but I thought that was kind of fun, but oops moment. But oh well.
Okay, next question. Imagine the world gets overrun by zombies. You can pick 3 characters from your books to survive alongside you. Who's on your team and who ends up as zombie bait?
Let's see. Well, first, I would want someone really strong. So I would have probably Milton from my Station Core series. He is like a hybrid tech, kind of like future tech and fantasy kind of dungeon core. So he could pretty much protect you from everything. And I'd also have probably Lyric from my Magical Fusion series, because he is both strong physically, and he can create any kind of defenses that you want with like fusions and stuff like that. And then I would have Thaden from my Earth and Contender series because he's a healer. You gotta have a healer, and he like in the books, he's great against undead. He can use his healing spells to kill them, even if you don't even consider that. If for some reason they don't work against zombies, just to be able to heal and protect you from the zombie apocalypse. Not sure anybody would end up as zombie bait, but I guess um, I guess Thaden would be a good bait at least because okay, come attack me. You can't hurt me. So and then you could do whatever you want to the zombies then.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Another thing I would love to have myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to have healing. I would love to have healing powers. That would be one thing. If I couldn't do crafting, I'd love to be able to heal. So
Yeah, so useful.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and last question before we wrap up. What's one thing you'd happily stand in line for all day?
I would stand in line for a really good cinnamon roll. Now, cinnamon rolls, I don't know. I love cinnamon rolls. Probably my favorite, like baked good dessert kind of thing. I would stand in line for a really good cinnamon roll. Um, I think that would, uh, out of anything else, you can't go wrong with a cinnamon roll as far as I'm concerned. So, that's what I would say is line all day for.
Okay.
That's cool. I thought you would say an iPhone or something, but yes.
No, I'm more about I guess sweets. I don't know. But yeah, I'm like I can pass on that or I can get it something later, but cinnamon roll, I mean,
Mm.
they're heavenly when you can get them and oh, they're so good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And is there anything else you would like to tell us?
Um, let's see. How about just something else about me? Um, let's see. I think I mentioned I loved claw machines and like take games earlier, but I also love laser tag. I love playing laser tag. I've played for years. I used to be really, really, really good. Older now, so I'm not as fast and agile as I used to be, but I still love playing. And I think um writing has actually helped me improve my strategy there because I had to think about battles and positions and all those kind of things of all the characters. So I've actually applied some of those things that I've written about to like my laser tag um, matches and stuff like that. They're usually matches against like 8 and 10-year-olds, but whatever. I'm okay shooting all of them with laser tag. So, but still, that positioning and stuff, like I actually love kind of applying and figure out different angles and stuff like that to fire the laser. So I have a lot of fun with that. I know it's strange for 40-something-year-old man love at late pad, but I do. I do.
Oh, it isn't.
I would love that too, but we don't really have so many places in Germany where you can do laser tag competitions. So, yeah, I guess in the US, this is a lot easier to find.
It is, fortunately. I'm sorry you don't have as many, but, yeah. But it's
I mean, in some cities, I guess they do, but where we live, we don't have so many.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's most for the children. The boys are doing it when having birthday parties or something like this.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I would be in. That's so cool.
yes, I love it. I mean, I used to go to this laser tag place. I used to go all the time, when all the birthday parties were there because I don't know why, I just love just shooting all the little kids. But I don't I
But they
I
love
it's
it
just a lot of
too.
fun. Yes.
Okay.
So funny. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
It was a very nice interview. Good time. We had a good time with you.
Thank you. Thank you. I had a great time as well.
And we're looking forward to many more books from you. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, such a pleasure to be, I mean, it's like being in your head while reading or listening to those books, and it's so cool. It's a cool place
Yeah.
in your head.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love writing. Like I said, I love writing, and I write so much because I have so much in my head here. I need to get it
Yeah.
out.
I mean, that's a talent to have like so much fantasy and you can even get it down on paper or yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we say bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for
Bye.
listening, guys.